In the 90s in Little Rock, that saw the height of gun violence on our streets. In 1993, that set a record, the former record of 70 homicides. And now people from the past say we're just moving backward.
A movement we first brought you in October is now expanding. As Fox 16's Jessica Rank sits down with former gang members who once led the violence, but are now continuing their journey to stop it once and for all.
Donna and Kevin, each one of these men have stories of their own. Friends killed, parents in prison, and shootings they thought they could never take back. Tonight they're here to tell those kids who think they're stuck in a circle of violence, there's always a way out. On a typical Tuesday night,
3, 2, 1.
This space is host to 5 from Little Rock.
Welcome to
a podcast underway, and in the distance, a message to live by.
The people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.
On this night, the sign hanging in the silence will hold more weight than before as a recording room suddenly becomes a room where history is recorded.
I'm sitting at the table with some people who I was vowed to kill.
Empty seats are filled again.
They need to see us.
Some familiar faces and some new, standing against the violence and reminding everyone that change is always possible.
Give yourself a chance to live past 15.
In the 1990s, LaFell Jackson was one of the most notorious gang leaders in Little Rock. It was a life he had chosen early on, and one, at least in the 90s, he thought he'd be stuck in forever.
At that time, I see myself dead or in prison for the rest of my life.
A decade in federal prison, and the gates opened. But when they did, Jackson chose a different path out.
Some things you can't take back, and some things that you do that you feel that even the Creator look down on you, and there's no way to come back from that. And I'm one to tell you that that's not true.
We were having a career day. I told the audience that I want a crib.
Tim Campbell was born into a family of gang members.
You get out your bed, you get on the floor, and you sit there in a curled up position until the guns and whatever is going on outside stops. I'm born and raised on Wood Street. Yep. You know, my mama OGC. My dad, OGC, like, you know, my pops was, you know, in and out of whatever he was doing. Our kids, they can't be anything that they can't see. They need examples to know that, hey, I'm not a product of this, right? I can be a product of something greater if we allow them the chance to see it.
God saved my life.
I just knew, seeing all that blood gushing from my neck, under my neck, I just knew I was going to die.
April 28th, 2007, Caleb Gleason was shot in the neck during a fight. He almost died.
I remember just thinking at Atlanta, like, I'm still alive, like I gotta change. Like something gotta change.
That change is something many sitting here are still searching for. Not for themselves, but for others who are now following in their footsteps.
While we were waiting, black boys and girls are still dying.
Willie Davis, now with the Pulaski County Sheriff's Office, started his career at the Little Rock Police Department. The year was 1991.
It was tough.
Community policing on a bike on 12th Street. He met the men he sits with today. Changed and ready to serve alongside the badge.
To know that I have a group of black men in this city that's saying, look, man, we broke some things, we tore up some stuff, we want to help fix it.
Usually when we talk about service, we think about a hammer hitting a nail or someone with an orange coat on in the middle of traffic. But I think for me, the ultimate service is allowing yourself to be vulnerable enough to tell your story.
The room is silent and the table empty again, but the sign still hangs as a reminder of what's to come.
Who do?
Jackson says his hope is that more will join him in the fight against violence, eventually putting feet to the pavement and doing the work that needs to be done. And these meetings happening just about every 2 weeks, and we will be covering them right here on Fox 16 News. Reporting in studio, I'm Jessica Rank. Back to you.